Welcome to the IT Oracle channel. Today, I'll show you how to configure a WireGuard VPN between two Mikrotik routers. WireGuard is a modern, free, open-source VPN protocol. Unlike OpenVPN or IPsec, it's much simpler and more lightweight. This applies to connection and reconnection speed, performance, resource requirements, and the setup process. Let's get started with the configuration. To make things clearer, I'll do this step by step on both routers in parallel. Step 1. Creating a WireGuard interface. The VPN settings can be found under the WireGuard tab. We start by creating a new interface. Listen port minus the port WireGuard will use to listen for incoming connection. Private key minus this key is generated automatically and should not be manually entered. Public key minus this key will be used in the client's WireGuard settings. Give the interface a name and click Apply. The interface on the first router is now created. Next, we need to assign an IP address to it. Go to IP addresses and assign an IP address to the new WireGuard interface. In the drop-down list, select the interface you just created. Step 2. Configuring the client parameters on the WireGuard server. Go to WireGuard peers. Here you'll see the following fields. Public key minus the public key of the client, generated when creating its WireGuard interface. Allowed address minus a list of allowed internal IP addresses. You can either specify the client's WireGuard IP or use 0.0.0.00 to allow all IPv4 addresses. Persistent keep alive minus. If the VPN tunnel drops, this setting keeps the tunnel alive for the specified interval. It helps WireGuard treat the connection as still OP2P. Endpoint port minus this is the UDP port the client is listening on. In our case, it's port 13,234. The default is 13,231. But that one is already in use. Endpoint minus the IP address or host name of the client. On the server side, leave this field empty because the connection will be initiated by the client. Step 3. Adding a route on the WireGuard server. Go to IP, routes, and click the plus sign to add a new route. DST. Address minus the IP address or subnet behind the WireGuard client that you want to access. Gateway minus the WireGuard IP address of the client. That's it for the server configuration. Step 4. Configuring the client on the second Mikrotik router as we did on the server. Create a new WireGuard interface. Public key minus this key must be copied into the WireGuard peer settings on the server. Assign an IP address to the client's WireGuard interface just like on the server. Step 5. Configuring the server parameters on the client. Go to WireGuard peers. Public key minus the public key of the server's WireGuard interface. Endpoint minus enter the public IP address of the WireGuard server. This is the IP address provided by your ISP. I'll hide it here for security reasons. Endpoint port minus the server's WireGuard port 13,234 in this case. Step 6. Adding a route on the client. Go to IP, routes, and add a route. DST. Address minus the destination network behind the server. In my case, it's 192.168.1.024. Gateway minus the internal IP address of the WireGuard server. Once the WireGuard connection is established, the following peer parameters will begin to show activity. Step 7. Firewall settings for WireGuard. If the server is not receiving the connection, check your firewall rules. Go to IP, firewall, click the plus, and add a rule. Chain, input, DST, port, in my case, 13,234. Yours might be the default 13,231. Protocol, UDP, action, accept, click OK. That's it. Your WireGuard VPN on Mikrotik is now fully configured. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Thanks for watching and take care.